Hey, this is Tony at Rut Manufacturing. Today we're going to do a product overview of our excavator brush cutter, otherwise known as a tree slayer. On our tree slayer, we'll go over the deck first. Standard 1/4 inch deck on the tree slayer, and they've all got an access hole right here where you can easily swap the blades, flip them over to cut on both ends, as the blades are all beveled on both ends. Access hole gives you access to do that. Everything's reinforced with a 2 square tubing all the way around the sides. On the back, standard feature of the tree slayer is we have a 3/4 inch AR400 plate with the built-in teeth. Now with these teeth you can do some light stump grubbing. We've had people even on the side of a hill use it, dig them in, help pull themselves out of a jam if they get in a jam. Really great feature, and that's standard on the tree slayer. This right here is the protective cover that houses the motor inside. This is on here to keep all kind of debris off your motor. But under here we got the motor and direct drive mounted to a direct drive 130 horsepower gearbox. And we can put these cutters, this one here says 27 gallons a minute, but we can run these cutters from probably 12.5 to 13 gallons a minute all the way up to 60 gallons a minute. Several different options we've got on these motors. You run this motor configuration on this one, it don't require a case drain. You get over to 35 gallons a minute, we have to go with a direct drive mounted into a bearing housing, and then that does require a case drain. We can also use a direct drive from 20 gallons a minute up. Several different motor configurations, basically the customer's choice to get you the best performance out of the cutter. The tree slayer comes standard, as all of our cutters, with 8-foot machine hose and 1/2 inch flat face couplers. Standard feature. If you need longer, if you've got a long arm, we can always make the hoses longer, but standard is 8 foot. They also come standard with the coupler ready to hook up to your machine. This one here is actually going on a KX080 quick attach, but we've got all the different coupler sizes, and if we ever have one that we don't have, all you got to do is give us some measurements and we can build it. Another great option for our tree slayer, if you don't have dual auxiliary hydraulics on your mini excavator, is a selector valve or diverter valve. Terminology is different for different folks. What this is a solenoid that mounts inside the frame, and then you have a 2-way toggle that mounts inside your cab. The 2-way toggle runs off a 12-volt source, and basically how it works, the solenoid diverts the oil to whichever function you want to use. So you can flick it one way and use your thumb at the same time, and then go the other way, and then you can go back to your cutter. Right, now we're going to go over the business end on the tree slayer. We've got 2 different blade holders here, as you can see. Standard blade holder is this one right here. 3-blade design on both of them. Blades, of course, go both ways, sharpened on both ends. But this is the standard blade holder. If you get the mulching tooth option, which is an option on all of our tree slayers, you get this blade holder. You see it's completely circular. It adds about 100 pounds to it, the weight of the slayer, because of it. This particular model is a 48 inch. You got 5 teeth run between each blade. The 42 inch and the 36 inch have 4 teeth between each blade. You can see also on our blade holders, they're doubled, just like on all of our cutters. Sizes of these, the thickness ranges from 3/8 all the way up to 3/4, based on the size of the cutter and what kind of machine it's going on. Of course, we get beefier as the machine gets heavier. We got to get beefier with everything on the tree slayer. Now this particular model, as well as the 3 blades, are going to cut 4 to 6 inch material with no problem. And your mulching teeth, you can also use the mulching teeth if you got that option. Say you've got a stick or a stump here left over from what you've cut, you center them teeth over it, come right down on it, and just chew it down. All of our blade carriers are held on here by a 6-bolt flange. This has been a quick overview of the tree slayer excavator brush cutter by Rut Manufacturing. Again, this machine is rated for anything 6,000 pound excavators up to 60,000 pound excavators. If you have any more questions, just visit our website at www.rutmfg.com.